Now to some back to school tips for your Tuesday morning, because college students returning around this time. Most college dorm rooms come with basics: a bed, a desk, a dresser, and if you have to share a space, you probably have a roommate.
Yeah, but before sending your loved ones off to school, you're going to want to maximize the small space that they might have. ABC's Morgan Norwood has some solutions.
For many college-bound students, back-to-school shopping can be overwhelming. Add trying to fit it all into a tiny dorm room, well, that can be a challenge. But Anna Kocharian with Consumer Reports says there is a way to live large, even in a small space.
It's all about making the most of every square inch that is available to you. And that means just being smart about what you buy, where you put your items, and how you organize everything in your space.
First, come up with a game plan.
That way you can be organized, you're not overpacking, and you have a good sense of what you need to bring and what you need to buy. With that, you should always reach out to your roommate and make sure that you guys aren't doubling up on the items that you're bringing so you're not stuck with two of everything.
Closet space is limited, so be strategic when hanging clothing.
Leave the longer items to one side and the shorter items to the other side. And then that way, under the shorter items, you have extra space available for a freestanding storage unit.
Outside of the closet, your second best bet for storage, the bed.
This is where bed risers are going to come in handy. Those extra few inches are going to go such a long way. In elevating your bed, you're increasing the clearance, and that way you can add any sort of organizing system.
And remember,
if something feels like it's not exactly necessary, leave it off your list. There will be plenty of times during fall or winter break where you can always go back home and pick the item up if you really find that you are missing it in your life.
You know what?
What?
I understand that we're always talking about maximizing space in college dorms, but
It just doesn't work out, right?
I'm glad I didn't do dorm life because it wouldn't have worked for me.
Yeah, I know. I was just going to say,
I'm a minimalist, but let me tell you.
you try to do your best to only what you need, but you really don't know until you really
Yeah.
get there.
Have you seen those rooms?
Oh, yeah.
They're like 5 by 5.
Itty bitty, I know.
They fit 3 people.
I know.
You're lucky you're sleeping on a beanbag chair.
The minute you walk in, it's like, oh.
And they
gotta
never
work.
have air conditioning.
That's what I was going to say.
Anyway.
Bring that little small heater right over there.
All right.